ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं वदन्ति स वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगना रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं सावधेतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाषाणदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरितसे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा। So beginning our Srimad Bhagavatam classes, and as we discussed, it will be every Thursday evening, and there are 19 chapters in the first canto. I'll be covering this 19 weeks as the 19 chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. And today's day, I thought to dedicate to explain what is Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the overview of Srimad Bhagavatam? What is the overview of first canto? And what is the glories of learning Srimad Bhagavatam? So that is the purpose of today's class. And what is Srimad Bhagavatam, its glories and its understandings. There. So as we move ahead, what is the Srimad Bhagavatam? So why now question comes, why only Srimad Bhagavatam? There are so many Vedic literatures, there are so many things. So why Srimad Bhagavatam only there? So answering this question, why only Srimad Bhagavatam, I put a whole Vedic chart. That what are the Vedic chart means, what are the Vedas we have, what are the all Vedic things we have. I divided it put into a chart. If you see this chart shows complete, Bhagavatam has what all. So you need to see Vedic knowledge has Shruti and Smriti. Shruti is what is the word of God, and Smriti is what is written by the sages, what the pastimes of the Lord happened, and the sages have written. So this is the Smriti. So there is Shruti, there is Smriti. Now in Shruti, there are 4 Vedas. Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, Dhanur, and Atharved. So these are the 4 Vedas there, which have 4 divisions: Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads. There. And in Smriti, there are 18 Puranas, there is Mahabharata, there is Ramayana, and there are Shatadarshan. Now, what Srila Vyasadeva has done, because as you know, the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Upanishads. But people may not be able to get a time to read all the Vedas, or there are many contradictory statements in the Vedas. So Srila Vyasadeva had written Vedanta Sutra. So Vedanta Sutra is what the essence of all the Shrutis, the Vedic knowledge. Right? Now, though Vedanta is also a darshan, but Vedanta is a Shruti written by Vyasadeva. But the natural commentary to Vedanta is Srimad Bhagavatam. And because Srimad Bhagavatam gives a natural explanation to Vedanta Sutra, which is the essence of all the Vedas, so the whole understanding of all the Vedas is present in Bhagavad Puran. The Srimad Bhagavatam Puran is one of the 18 Puranas, but because it's a natural commentary to Vedanta Sutra, Srimad Bhagavatam was written by Vyasadeva after he has written all other literatures. So Bhagavatam Puran is considered to be the most important there. So these are the branches of the Shrutis, and this is Smriti. So Smriti, Srimad Bhagavatam becomes a very, very important part for us to understand, therefore. So if you learn Srimad Bhagavatam, you learn the whole Vedic knowledge because this is a Vedanta, natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, and written by Srila Vyasadeva. After writing all the Vedic scriptures also, Vyasadeva was not satisfied. And then he asked his Guru Narad Muni that I have written Mahabharata, I have written all the scriptures, but why still I am not satisfied? And that time Narad Muni had told, you have not glorified the Lord sufficiently, so you write Srimad Bhagavatam. And after writing Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva, who was a literary incarnation of the Lord, became satisfied. So therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is the most important Vedic literature of all the literatures. So this is a glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. So if one scripture we have to learn, so first we have learned Bhagavad Gita, which is one of the most important Upanishads spoken by Lord Krishna himself. But Bhagavatam is about more details about Sri Krishna, more glorification of Sri Krishna, more what does the Lord does, how the Lord loves his devotees, how the devotees love the Lord. So all that in a very nice systematic way is given in Srimad Bhagavatam there. And therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam becomes a very, very important part of devotee's life. It's called Amlam Puranam there. And therefore says, Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttam Shoke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, all our obstacles in bhakti also goes away and we become a serious devotee. So, see, because the Srimad Bhagavatam presents the meaning of the Vedanta Sutra, the full purport of the Mahabharata, the commentary on Brahma Gayatri, and a fully expanded knowledge of the Vedas. So, here the question comes, who first wrote, now how the Srimad Bhagavatam came about? Right? The Srila Vyasadeva has written Srimad Bhagavatam 5,000 years before with a natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra, and it has 18,000 verses. So Bhagavad Gita had only 700 verses because Krishna did not speak much about himself. But when Krishna's devotees speak, they speak in much detail, and therefore they spoke 18,000 verses. And therefore there are 18,000 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. And who first spoke Srimad Bhagavatam? See, the first time Lord Krishna spoke to Brahma Srimad Bhagavatam. Tene Brahma Adi Kamve. So when Brahma had woken up from the lotus flower, when Brahmaji got up from the lotus flower, there was nothing in the creation. He heard the word tapa and he started doing austerity. Then he got a darshan of Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And that time, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu spoken the 4 seed verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, which Brahmaji spoke it to Narad Muni. Narad Muni spoke it to Srila Vyasadeva, and Vyasadeva taught to his son Sukdev Goswami. So first time the Bhagavatam was spoken in public by Sukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. Now in that assembly where Parikshit was sitting, Sud Goswami was also there. So when Sukdev Goswami, so Parikshit Maharaj was close to die in 7 days. He said, now I have to die in 7 days, what should I do? And he went and heard Srimad Bhagavatam there. So when Parikshit Maharaj, see now Kumbh Mela is going on, isn't it? So I earlier also told a story. So while Parikshit was hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, all the devtas came with their pot of nectar. And the devtas told that, please take this nectar and let us hear Srimad Bhagavatam. But Sukdev Goswami said, Are you think that your nectar is of any use in comparison to the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam? Go away, I won't allow you to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So Parikshit got a better nectar than the nectar. So the story behind Kumbh Mela is this. During the 12 days when the Danvas and the Devtas were fighting after getting the Kumbha, after getting that pot of nectar, so Jayant, the son of Indra, was taking that pot of nectar to take different parts on earth. So during those 12 days, which is equivalent to 12 years on planet Earth, he carried that pot of nectar at 4 places. And that therefore at every 12 years there's a kumbh happens on those 4 places. And those 4 places are Haridwar, Prayagraj, Ujjain and Nasik. So people take a bath considering that the time the auspicious nectar came there, the same time the nectar is put over there, and taking a bath they get benefited. But Srimad Bhagavatam is such a nectar which even Devatas wanted to hear the Srimad nectar, Srimad Bhagavatam, in exchange of their nectar, which they were not allowed there. And though Devatas drink Srimad Bhagavatam, drink their nectar, Amrit, still they have a fear. They're always fear of the Danvas, they come to Lord Vishnu. But Parikshit Maharaj, understanding the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, he said, I'm completely fearless. I don't have any fear. I just have come to hear Hari Katha there. So the real nectar is of Srimad Bhagavatam there. So you want to hear that nectar, you want to relish that nectar. So, of course, one good way is you don't have to stretch 18 days continuously. We'll have once in a week that nectar coming. Another time you can do study of Srimad Bhagavatam. An amazing thing is when Sukdev Goswami is narrating, even Vyasdev, his father and spiritual master, is sitting, and Narad Muni, the father of Sukdev Goswami, is the guru of Vyasdev, is also sitting. So that is something very amazing. So you know why they were hearing from Sukdev Goswami? Because Sukdev Goswami is parrot of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani personally feed Sukdev Goswami, the Shuka, the parrot, with her hands. And he is the best person to glorify the pastimes of Sri Krishna. So even Vyasdev and Narad Muni is also coming in, sitting and hearing from Sukdev Goswami. Now, the first time Bhagavatam was spoken in public, in here to Parikshit Maharaj by Sukdev Goswami, in that assembly, Sukh Goswami was also sitting. And this Sukh Goswami was very, very humble. So Vyasadev empowered him to speak to Shaunakadi rishis. So there were 88,000 sages were sitting in Naimisharanya, where Sukh Goswami again is spoken there. So you will find conversation between Brahmaji and Narada. You'll find conversation between Narad Muni and Vyasadev. You'll find conversation between Sukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, and conversation between Sukh Goswami and Shaunakadi Rishi. So this is a prelude to what is happening in Srimad Bhagavatam. And what is there in Srimad Bhagavatam? There are 12 cantos. So one canto probably has more than 1,000 verses, right? Some cantos may have less, some cantos have more. And first 9 cantos have all the avatars. 10th canto talks about Lord Krishna's pastime, which is like face of the Lord. So all the Dashavataras, Matsya, Kurma, Varha, Narsingha, Vamana, Parshuram, Rama, Balram, Buddha, Kalki, all are there in Srimad Bhagavatam in different cantos. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Keshavadrita Vara Shukara Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya. So Keshavadrita, it is Supreme Lord Krishna who takes the different avatars, Keshavadrita. And not only just 10 avatars, Bhagavatam has many more avatars. In fact, Bhagavatam says that the avatars of the Lord are like waves on the ocean. And Bhagavatam is not different from the body of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So there are 12 cantos. These 12 cantos are assigned different parts of the body of the Lord Shri Krishna. The first two cantos are described as the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. The third and fourth canto are being his thighs. Then the fifth canto is his navel. Sixth canto is his chest. Seventh and eighth canto talks about the demigods. Now, why these are the cantos talk about in different parts? The first two cantos, they talk about Krishna's lotus feet. The Because you start with Sharanagati, you see the Lord's deity through his lotus feet. You don't go and just see the Lord's face. You go first see his lotus feet. The Srimad Bhagavatam, first and second canto, they represent the lotus feet where you understand the greatness of Krishna. You understand how God created this world. So then you start taking shelter of the Lord. Then third, fourth, again talks about how the Swayambhu Manu expands his dynasties. So these are the thighs. And the fifth canto talks about where is what in the universe, where is heaven, where is hell, where is earth, where is moon, where is sun. Everything is talked about. So that is Sthana. Sthana means the navel. Then sixth is heart, chest. In the chest is heart. So it talks about how Ajamila chanted the holy names of the Lord, and Lord mercifully delivered him. And finally, Ajamila goes back to Godhead. How Lord is so Bhaktavasalyata that Ajamila called by mistake by the holy name of Narayan, but nonetheless he remembered Lord Narayan. So Lord was so merciful that Lord took Ajamila back to him, though he was going to hell with the Yamdutas. So therefore, this shows the mercy of the Lord. This is the chest. The seventh and eighth cantos, so these are the cantos, seventh and eighth canto talks about how the demigods fought with the Danavas, how they obtained the nectar, the Samudamanthan Leela, which I told you about why this Kumbh Mela happens and things. So these are given in the eighth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So seventh canto Prahlad Maharaj and Narsimha Katha comes, eighth canto the demigods and Danavas roll come. So the Devtas are the arms of the Lord, so they are the two strong arms. Then the ninth is the neck, where Lord Ram's pastime is spoken about. And 10th canto is a smiling face, because in the 10th canto, Krishna's beautiful leelas are present. How Krishna steal butter, Krishna doing Ras Leela, Krishna going to Mathura, Krishna marrying Rukmani, and all those pastimes of 90 chapters. After 335 chapters, 90 chapters are in the 10th canto itself, which is a smiling face. But Srila Prabhupada says we should first go to the first canto, then come to the 10th canto. Right? We should first approach the lotus feet. One should not directly go and read Ras Leela pastimes of the Lord, because many uncultured people, they directly want to hear Ras Leela, but that is for advanced people. We have to start from the first canto. And the 11th canto is his forehead, and the 12th canto is his crown there, which talks about Kali Yuga, symptoms of Kali Yuga, and how the happen. So the whole is the body of Shri Krishna. And very amazingly, what we are discussing, the science is discovering today, the Bhagavatam has told much 5,000 years before. For example, embryology came only 50 years before. But in the third canto, Kapila Siksha, Kapil Dev has clearly spoken what happens to a child in the womb. Then the concept of time, the Einstein theory of relativity has a proof. Plus, we are finding just few years back what is the age of sun, what is the age of earth. But Bhagavatam has given much before what is the age of sun and the age of the earth. And with proper explanations, everything is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, what are the benefits of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam? So, one story, one devotee was sharing that how once a father had told his son, Pita, you should never associate with the Vaishnavas and never hear Bhagavatam from them. But somehow he became a thief because his father did not give him good values, did not allow him to associate with the Vaishnavas. He became a thief. So he was running from the Sipai, Raja ke Sipai, he was running. And by mistake, he got and hid himself in a Bhagavad Katha where Bhagavad was being spoken. And he heard only two words, that Devi Devta never put their legs on the ground. They're always above the ground, and their garland never fades. And then he realized, this is Bhagavatam, I should go away. And he went away from there. Now he was caught, and the Raja, in order to take out the truth, he brought Kali. And the Kali was standing before him and saying, hey, tell the truth, otherwise I will eat you. And then he saw the Kali's pair is on the ground and garland was fading. And he had heard in the Bhagavatam that Kali's, the Devtas never stand on ground. So he understood that this is a poor image. This is not a real Devta. And he did not tell the truth and he was safe. So just hearing Srimad Bhagavatam for a little time was safe, and then he understood, oh, this is the glory of attending even one moment of Bhagavatam, and he started associating with the devotees there. So the one moment is happened. One Mataji, she is very enthusiastic to give Bhagavatam said, the one family was fighting. Mother-in-law and daughter always keep on fighting there. So she gave a Bhagavatam set to them. Then the mother-in-law started reading Bhagavatam. Then automatically the fight stopped in the home. Seeing the daughter-in-law also became very interested. Arey, what my mother-in-law is reading, let me also read. Then she also became very silent. Seeing that, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, and daughter-in-law's daughter thought, Arey, what is this? I should also read. So the mother-in-law read third canto, the daughter reads the first canto. So if you want peace in home, the best thing is read and hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So that bring immediate peace there. And if somebody wants to become fearless, read Srimad Bhagavatam there. And few more glories which is given in different Puranas we speak about. In Kali Yuga, wherever the auspicious Bhagavatam recited, I recite along with all the demigods. So if you recite the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, if you have a Bhagavatam in your home and recite the verses, Krishna will personally come in your house. My dear son, all the holy rivers, kundas and lakes, all sacrifices, the seven sacred cities, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kachi, Avanti and Dwarka, and all the holy mountains are present where Srimad Bhagavatam is discussed there. So you don't have to go to any other holy place if you're hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. That place becomes a holy place. Your home, when you're hearing on this June the Srimad Bhagavatam, your home has become a holy place because you're hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Your consciousness is transforming even your home there. The purity one attains by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam cannot be attained by visiting Badrika Ashram or taking bath in the confluence of Priyag. So now on a Mani Amavasya day, 29, 5 to 8 crore people are going to come and take bath. And the same benefit you can receive just by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam in your homes. Right? The Kumbh Mela. So if even due to the far off, you're not able to go to Kumbh Mela, you can derive the same benefit or there. In fact, much more benefit, it cannot be compared. The benefit which come by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, it cannot be compared by any other religious practice there. So this is a glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. In fact, any person who doesn't keep a Srimad Bhagavatam at his home cannot be called a Vaishnava. That's what the Purana says. So every Vaishnava should have Srimad Bhagavatam in his home. There. That is a Vaishnava. And anybody just keep Srimad Bhagavatam in his home becomes glorious, and Yamdutas do not come over that place. There. And this is what Parikshit Maharaj is saying. Tammopayataam pratiyantu vipra ganga cha devi data chittameeshe dvijopashishta pukastakshako va dasatta anam gayata vishnu gatha. O Brahmanas, just accept me as a completely surrendered soul and let Mother Ganges also accept me. For I have already taken the lotus feet of the Lord into my heart. Let a snake bird or whatever magical thing the Brahmana created bite me at once. I only desire that you all continue singing the deeds of Lord Vishnu. So Parikshit has become completely fearless and he just wants to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. But on the other hand, the Devatas keep drinking nectar, still they are fearful. Any demons come, they become fearful, they approach Lord Vishnu there. But this person, Parikshit, and all the people who heard Srimad Bhagavatam, they become fearless in life there. So this is the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam. It gives you fearlessness from everything. Now Srimad Bhagavatam is like a lamp. Now why is like a lamp? Krishna sadham upagate dharm jnana dibi saha kalo nashtam trisha esha puran arko adunantitaha. So when Krishna has left this planet 5,000 years before, so along with the Lord, even the dharma and the jnana, they also went away. The day Krishna left the planet, Kali Yuga came on Bharatavarsha. Kali Yuga came, the Kali, the personality of Kali came there and it became his rule. And now I'll give you one example. what is the mentality before Kali Yuga and what's the mentality after Kali Yuga. So before Kali Yuga, two farmers were there. One farmer sold his land to the other farmer. The farmer who purchased the land, he found that there was a pot of full of gold coins there. You know what this farmer did? His farmer went to the old farmer, said, "Arey, it is because of your land only, this must belong to you." He gave that whole gold coin box to him. Now, but he said, "No, no, no, I've already sold it, belongs to you. Okay, let us go to the king and let king decide what to do." And then they went to the king, and king said, "Oh, I don't want anything. Let us both of you divide equally." And king gave both to them. Now Kali Yuga started. Now when Kali Yuga started, this same incident happened. This person, there's some farmer, sold his land to the other farmer, and the other farmer found the gold coin, but he wanted to keep the whole gold coin with him only. But the wife of the previous farmer saw it, अरे इसको gold coin मिले, उसके पीछे में झगड़े हो गए. So they both start fighting, it belongs to me. And they went to the king. Okay, they went to the king, please give us do the justice. King said, hey, all land belongs to the kingdom. You both go away, let me keep all the gold coin with me. So this is after Kali Yuga. So when Kali Yuga, there is no dharam, there is no justice, there is no religion, what to do? Kale dosho nidhi rajan asti eko mahan guna. So in this difficult situation of Kali Yuga, where everything has become so difficult, what to do? Here Srimad Bhagavatam. Here Srimad Bhagavatam. Even one finds there is no proper leader to follow in life. There is no some leader to follow in life. Just lead your life with Srimad Bhagavatam. So Kala Nashto Drishamesha. So because of Kali Yuga, we don't know. It is a great andhera. Kalam Nashto Drishamesha. You don't know to follow this religion, follow this dharma, that dharma. We all get confused. There's a darkness. But this Bhagavatam is like a torch. It shows you. It shows you to like this. To like this. This is the principle. These are the religious principles. This is Papa. This is Punya. This is the right thing to do. And it shows us the right goal of life. This is the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam, that it shows a complete picture of the life, the right understanding to go through. So if you want light, so all of you want light in your life? Want a direction in life? Here Srimad Bhagavatam, there. And it gives, because it's a Bhagavad Dharma, it's a Bhagavad Dharma of the soul. So irrespective of who are you, a child, a grown-up man, a woman, a working lady, housewife, does not matter. Why? Because it teaches the Bhagavad Dharma. And this Bhagavad Dharma is actually the essence of the real scriptural principles. And what is the connection between Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam? Sri Prabhupada writes it here. Bhagavad Gita is a preliminary study of the Bhagavatam, and Srimad Bhagavatam is a summum bonum of life, Lord Krishna personified. We must therefore accept Srimad Bhagavatam as a direct representation of Lord Krishna. One who can see Srimad Bhagavatam can see also Lord Krishna in person. They are identical. There. So if you are hearing Bhagavatam, you're reading Bhagavatam, you can see Krishna also there. So many times people say, please show me God. You want to see God, read Bhagavatam. You'll see Krishna in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. And how it is, taste yourself. Read yourself, then you will be able to see Krishna through Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is so beautiful, it talks about. Anshul Prabhu, you read it?
Yes, Prabhuji. One can derive from the study of the Bhagavatam all benefits that are possible to be derived from the personal presence of the Lord. It carries with it all the transcendental blessings of Lord Sri Krishna that we can expect from his personal contact. Srimad Bhagavatam is Lord Sri Krishna himself in the form of recorded knowledge.
Yes. So if Krishna comes along with us, whatever blessings we get, that's all blessings we can get through Srimad Bhagavatam. So and many chapters Prabhupada will tell this. We will discuss this further in the 10th and 11th chapter. Prabhupada explain this, how it is. And what is the correct approach to study Srimad Bhagavatam? One should hear with rapt attention. So many times when the classes are happening online, so two things Prabhupada said. One should hear with rapt attention from a real person, then he can at once realize the presence of Lord Krishna on every page. So when the classes are happening online, we have a tendency to do multitasking work. But unfortunately, you cannot understand Bhagavatam with a multitasking hearing. Right? It requires a rapt attention. That you are hearing it with rapt attention, then it will act there. That is the importance of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. You should hear with rapt attention. And even when you're reading yourself, Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavatam, you should read with attention. Exclusive study. So when you give an exclusive mind to it, it will have that potency. And many times, opening our video helps to have a rapt attention. Right? So whatever helps to have a rapt attention hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, that is the most important thing. So especially online, you need to have a struggle to be rapt in attention. When it's the classes happening physical, it is more easy to be in rapt attention. But in online classes, you need to have little more extra effort to be rapt attention. Then you will be able to taste Srimad Bhagavatam. See, if you hear it, if you hear these classes just as okay, अभी लगा के देखते हैं क्या चल रहा है, then you may not able to understand that much and may not find the full benefit what it should produce. But when you hear each and every word with rapt attention and even try to solve the quizzes and try to read Bhagavatam first canto, if you have already read Bhagavad Gita, that will give you much more benefit. So a sincere devotee should read every chapter and every word of Srimad Bhagavatam. For the beginning verse describe what is the ripened fruit of all Vedic literature. Devotee should not try to avoid even a word of Srimad Bhagavatam. The second thing, it is the fruit of Vedic tree, right? So I talk about that is this great nectar. So in a tree, what is the most important part that we are interested in? In a tree, what is the most important part that we are attracted to? Right? The fruit. You're not, when you grow a mango tree, you want mangoes. You're not looking for the aam ki lakdi ye karne ke liye. You may use them. You're not looking for mango leaves. You're not looking for mango wood. You look for mango. Right there. The same way, there are Vedas, so many Vedas are there, so many Vedic trees there, like a Kalpavriksha, whatever you want, you can follow the Vedic process and get it. But when you read Srimad Bhagavatam, it is the fruit, it is a taste. Like other Vedas, you have to apply and do some yagya, then you get a fruit. But the Bhagavatam itself is a fruit, you just have to taste it. You just have to hear it, relish it, and taste it. This is the beauty of Bhagavatam. There. You don't have to do any extra effort, just yourself from hearing with rapt attention. And from whom to hear? Hear only in parampara. The many people speaking Bhagavad Sapta, speaking Ras Leela and all that, there is no transformation happens to people. But Srila Prabhupada, when he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, he spoke it, so much transformation happened. So when we hear from the people who are practicing it in life, and somebody who is practicing Srimad Bhagavatam will never trade Bhagavatam for a money, for something. He himself is satisfied with speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. So hearing from the right people is very, very important, Srimad Bhagavatam there. So because when we're reading, and therefore Srila Prabhupada, in his purports, from very beginning, he had given everything, what we should do, what we should not do. The philosophy of knowledge of soul also Prabhupada has given. Everything very philosophically Prabhupada built up before we could go to the 10th canto. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रव्यं संयुतं पीबता भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका. So this fruit are full of rasa. Now why full of rasa? See, what gives us happiness, what gives us rasa is relationship, isn't it? Like we like our relatives, we want to do. Why? There is rasa, some rasa. In fact, our acharyas speak to that degree, just like A young boy and young girl enjoy each other in association. Same way, devotees relish Srimad Bhagavatam, seeing the devotees' love for the Supreme Lord there. So, in fact, Krishna is the source of all rasa. Raso vai sa. So, the devotees who are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, they are not deprived of any rasas. In fact, they are not, they spiritualizes all their relationship, and Bhagavatam gives them a great juice. Why? Great juice of our relationship with Krishna. See, all of us have a nice, sweet relationship with the Lord. We are all looking for sweet relationships in this world. But many a times, despite making sweet relationships, we do not get satisfied, whereas our expectations do not get fulfilled. But beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam is it established such a relationship with the Lord. It reveals such a good aspect of the Lord, the mercy of the Lord, the beauty of the Lord, how the devotees love Him, how Krishna is so loving. Like when you see the 10th chapter, in 10th chapter, when Krishna is leaving from Hastinapur, everybody was crying. Even Gandhari was crying. The Gandhari had cursed Krishna. Dhritarashtra tried to kill Bhima. But Krishna acted with them so nicely in Hastinapur that Krishna is leaving all of them crying. So when you read Bhagavatam, how Krishna acted with every jiva, how Krishna killed Putna, and even after killing Putna, aho bhakyam stan kalakutam jiga syatya sadhavi lebe gatim dha sharanam tatanyam kam vadayalu sharanam prajema. So how bhakyam, this Bhaki, this Putna had come to kill Krishna. And though she has come to kill Krishna, Krishna served her life here. Krishna took the milk also. Krishna served the life here also. But at the same time, what did Krishna do? She gave him the role of a mother. Krishna purified her and gave the role of a mother. Who could be more merciful than that? Sukdev Goswami had left his home, even left his father Vyasadeva. But when he heard this verse, he became so eager to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So himself was a completely liberated soul. So when we hear Krishna is so merciful, and we all have a relationship with Krishna, and that is the rasa we're looking for. Dasaras, Sakyaras, Vatsalyaras. Oh, Krishna, you can love Krishna as a child, you can love Krishna as a friend, you can love Krishna as a master, you can love Krishna as a lover. So this are all the rasas Srimad Bhagavatam is giving with the Supreme Lord. And Krishna's rasa with his devotees. Krishna pastime with Rukmani, Krishna's pastime with Arjuna, Krishna's pastime with the Pandavas, the pastime of Lord Narsimha with Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj. So those beautiful pastimes we hear, it captures our heart. So it is not only philosophical, but it captures our heart with sweet feelings. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, it is Ras Malayam. And amazing thing, tada rajastamo bhava kamalobha dashchaye chete te na vidham sitam satve prasidhati. See, most of our problems in our life happens due to Rajagun and Tamogun. So if you have attended the 18 days Bhagavad Gita course, you would have realized one thing, that most of our problems in life happen due to Rajagun and Tamogun. Right, in the 14th chapter, due to unfulfilled desires, due to so much we are always hungry, we are not never satisfied. We get something, still we want something more, or some mistakes we do it, then there is a lot of fighting between people, anger, greed, lust, envy. So this all are the result of passion and ignorance, which keeps us make suffering. Even everything is good and better in life, but still we are always troubled. कभी ये प्रॉब्लम है, कभी वो प्रॉब्लम है. ये जीवन में हमारा परेशानी हमेशा लगी रहती है, right? Because of Rajogun and Tamogun. Like I give one example. Once I had a fight with my roommate in 2004, and I said, "A fight means verbal fight," and said, "I will not talk with you." Then I went to a camp where a lot of kirtan was happening. And when I came back, I was feeling, why I'm not talking to you, and I start talking. So many times our relationship problems, our anger is due to our own Rajaguna. We are miserable in life and we make other people miserable. But when you feel satisfied by hearing Bhagavatam, that misery goes away. When you feel satisfied by chanting the holiness of the Lord, that misery goes away and you can have a better relationship with other people. And that's the beauty of saying. So he says, Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevya. If you every day regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam and serve the devotees, serve the devotee Bhagavat, but the combination of that, whatever is troublesome to the heart will go away and your bhakti will become nashtiki. Means you will develop a stable bhakti. Will develop a stable bhakti. Plus, what will happen? The Lord in our heart will purify the passion and ignorance which are keep disturbing our mind. कई बार mind छोटी सी चीजों को लेके इतना परेशान हो जाता है. A small thing we make into a mountain. But if we hear, but Parikshit Maharaj, the mountain had come. He's going to die for 7 months after 7 days. That mountain had come and he made it like a mole. He took it very lightly. Let me hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So whenever mind is peaceful, big things we take as small. When mind is not peaceful, small things will make such a big hue there. And that's the problem there. So that's a beauty. Then the devotee established in goodness, the desire, lust, desire, hankering disappear and becomes completely happy, satisfied. And there's another verse talk about Pibanti Bhagavatatmana Satam Shravan Puteshu Sam Subhakatham Vitam Shravan Puteshu Sambritam Punanti Te Vishaya Vidushitashayam Varjanti Tacharan Sarora Antikam. So when you hear this Bhagavatam Rasa and it enters your ears, enter your heart, all desire, material desires, they go away. And one attains the service of the Supreme Lord. One goes back to Supreme Lord, to there. And now, why we are discussing only first canto? See, there are 335 chapters, right? If every week we take one chapter, how many years it's going to take? In a year, there are 52 weeks. So probably it will take 8 years if we go with this speed, right? All the chapters. But first, we are starting with the 19 chapters, which first canto have how many chapters? 19 chapters. So we have this 20 weeks program. So today was the first week. There are 20 more, 19 more weeks. So total 20 weeks program we're doing. And why first canto? You know, which canto Srila Prabhupada carried? Which canto Prabhupada translated with when he felt satisfied, now I can go to US? The first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada translated. And when the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto came out, Prabhupada became really, oh, now I can go to America to preach there. And he said, I'm not carrying Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is carrying me. That was Srila Prabhupada there. So Prabhupada was translating the Srimad Bhagavatam, getting early morning 2 o'clock, missing his breakfast, going for printing this Bhagavatam, and he has given sufficiently what is required for a devotee to go back to God in the first canto. So if you study first canto very nicely, along with all the Prabhupada purports, then you get amazing revelations, amazing understanding. And that's why we're taking the first canto. In fact, first canto one should read many times with it there. So therefore, the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very important that we are going to discuss. In fact, there's a story which comes in Padma Purana. So one time, Narad Muni means Bhakti Devi. So Bhakti Devi had come to Vrindavan, but he had 2 sons, Gyan and Vairagya. So Bhakti Devi had become young, but his sons Gyan and Vairagya were old. Narad Muni asked, "Arey, what has happened? Your sons are older than you, and you're young." Then Bhakti Devi says, "I was born in South India. Then I went to Karnataka, and there I became young. Then I went to Maharashtra, I grew furthermore young. And when I came to Gujarat, I became old. But when I came to Vrindavan, I again became young. But my 2 sons, Gyan and Vairagya, they are still old." So Prabhupada said, so if you see, in Vrindavan, the bhakti is there. But to still find Gyan and Vairagya people, see what is the real Gyana? The difference between body and soul understanding that we are part and parcel of Krishna is the real Gyana. So that was missing. Even bhakti was there. And Vairagya means, Vairagya doesn't mean leaving everything, not having desire to serve Krishna, then to desire one's own sense gratification unnecessarily there. So that one did not find it. So then Narad Muni started to recite all the Vedas to this Jnana and Vairagya. So Jnana and Vairagya, they will get up, and when Narad Muni stop reciting it, they again will fall and become old. Then Narad Muni went to Chatush Kumara, Sanat Kumar, Sanatana. What should we do? Then they said, "Are nothing going to work. Only Srimad Bhagavatam will work." So then they started narrating Srimad Bhagavatam, and Bhakti Devi was young but was not beautiful. So Bhakti Devi became very beautiful with all ornaments, and her son Gyan and Vairagya also became very young and beautiful. So when you hear Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Shuddha Bhakti, automatically he get fulfillment of all his desires, and he attain the real knowledge of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So there is no other scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. So you see, when Srila Prabhupada is going, he saw that all the avatars were taking the boat. And Srila Prabhupada write about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the modern age, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the Srimad Bhagavatam by practical demonstration. It is easier to penetrate in the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam through the medium of Sri Chaitanya's causeless mercy. Therefore, short sketch of his life and process is inserted herein to help the reader understand the real merit of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Bhagavat Padya Bhagavatistane. So, if you see the first canto, in the introduction, whole life sketch of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given. Whole beautiful pastime. And I will narrate one pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, which is so beautiful. So, there was two people, Jagai and Madai. And this Jagai and Madai, they were born in Brahmana family, they're very rowdy. Not a single moment will go, they will not commit any sin. So Nityananda Prabhu thought, let me deliver these people. So one day when Nityananda Prabhu was going far off, this Madhai said, "Hey, who are you?" And Nityananda said, "I'm Abduta." Madhai became very angry. He took his pot of liquor and break on Nityananda Prabhu's head. Blood started to flow. And that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very angry. He brought his Sudarshan, I will kill him. But then Nityananda said, and Jagai had thought, oh, Jagai told that, oh, he seemed to be a saintly person, Nityananda Prabhu, don't beat him. And then Madhai, then Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to kill only Nityananda Prabhu, fell at his feet, oh Lord, whom all people will you kill in Kali Yuga? You have not come to kill people, you have come to elevate people. And then Nityananda told, this Jagai saved my life. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so happy, embraced Jagai, and said, all the sins of Jagai will come in my body. And Vaishnavas, you please chant the holy name. Whoever commit Vaishnava Aparadha, the sins will go to them. There. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body again became golden. Then Madai said, Lord, we did all the crimes together. How you give mercy to one and not me? He said, no. Not Chaitanya told to Madai, you committed offense to Nityananda. You should beg forgiveness to Nityananda. And then he begged forgiveness from Nityananda forgive him, and Chaitanya embraced Madai, Jagai, and this Jagai, Madai were so rowdy, so thing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave them Krishna Priya, and they became great saints, Jagdananda and Madhvananda there. So this is a mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with whose mercy we can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself will hear 100 times the pastimes of Dhruv Maharaj, 100 times the pastime of Narsimha and Prahlad Maharaj there. So now we come to the first verse. Today we'll not discuss the first chapter. I will just only talk about the overview. So I talked about the overview of the whole Bhagavatam, how the first 12 cantos goes, with the 10th canto is the most important Krishna's pastime. But first we learn the greatness of Krishna through the 9 cantos. So first 9 cantos have all the avatars. In fact, the first, second, and third canto, the Sarga and Visarga. So Sarga talks about how the creation is created. Right? See, we only know about like Bible talk about God created the world in 7 days, but how the Lord created the world in 7 days we don't know, right? How Lord created. But Srimad Bhagavatam gives so much details how there are Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu, they killed. How God is the source of everything, how God creates everything, how God maintains everything. So everything in great detail are mentioned, and how the first living human being came, was the first living human being, how Brahmaji created everything, how we are coming, explained very scientifically and very nicely in the first three cantos there. So we understand, oh, everything is created by the Lord only. Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatmasu Dallabha. There. So that person becomes a Durlabh Mahatma because Vasudevam Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. Then, if you see Bhagavatam, then further fourth, fifth canto talks about many other pastime. Bharat Maharaj, Jad became Jad Bharat, Rishabdev. Sixth canto talks about Ajamila, the holy name, Vittasura. Seventh canto talks about Narsinghdev, how Narsinghdev killed Hiranyakashipu. Eighth canto talks about Vaman Dev, how by his feet he took over the whole universe only. He covered the whole universe by the three steps. Then ninth canto. Then the 10th canto talks about sweetness of Krishna, describing the first nine cantos, describing the avatars, talking about greatness of Vishnu, talking about greatness, and talks about that the sweetness of Krishna's past in the 10th canto. And that's the beauty of systematically understanding Srimad Bhagavatam. And now we will see the overview of the first canto. That what is there in the first canto, which we are going to learn and discuss. So that overview we are going to see. So, how the overview of the first canto goes? So it starts with a discussion between Sukh Goswami and Shanakadi Rishi. The Shanakadi Rishi asking 6 questions, and answer to those 6 questions goes in the whole first canto of Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam is about questions and answers, right? Only when there is a jigyasa, the Guru gives the knowledge, right? So there is a question and answer form. So therefore, question and answers are also very important, which we have after 9 o'clock after session, because the questions give us the right understanding. It gives there. So Sud Goswami asks a question to Shaunakadi Rishi. So what the question they ask is, what is now in Kali Yuga, we can't read all the scriptures to tell us the essence of all the scriptures, right? And where the religious principles take shelter, and how this Bhagavatam was first spoken there. So the first they tell the answer that Bhagavatam is the essence of all the scriptures. The Shuddha Bhakti to Krishna is the essence of all the scriptures, which is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Then they ask question how the Srimad Bhagavatam came about. Then Sukha Goswami talk about how Vyasadeva inspired, Narad Muni inspired Vyasadeva to write Srimad Bhagavatam. The 4th, 5th, 6th chapter goes in the past life of Narad Muni. It talks about how Narad Muni became a great soul there, right? How Narad Muni is the guru of all the sages, like Dhruv Maharaj. Narad is the guru of Dhruva. Narad Muni is the guru of Prahlad Maharaj, Yudhishthir Maharaj. So many places Narad Muni is coming from the Lord's Leela. Then the 7th chapter talks about how Srimad Bhagavatam came about and how Krishna protected the Pandavas. The 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th chapter again goes about Krishna's glories in Srimad Bhagavatam. There, how Krishna deals with his devotees. And it also talks about Mahabharata. In fact, first canto, if somebody even has not read Mahabharata, by reading first canto, you got to understand a lot of things about even Mahabharata. What happened, Duryodhana and other things. Then it talks about Kunti Maharani's prayers, how Kunti remembered Krishna, how then 10th chapter talks about how 9th chapter talks about Bhishma Dev, how Bhishma Dev is a great devotee, even on the battlefield, fighting against Krishna. 10th, 11th, Krishna leaving Hastinapur. Then 12th chapter talks about birth of Parikshit Maharaj. Then 13th, 14th, how Krishna leaves the world, how Pandavas leaves the world, and then how the Kali attacks. And Parikshit is cursed by Shringi, and Parikshit takes shelter of Sukdev Goswami. Sukdev Goswami speaks Srimad Bhagavatam. So this whole prelude is there in the first canto there of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very, very important canto. So I will just discuss the first verse today of the whole series, and then we will have a quiz. Yeah. So 1.4, sages asked 4 questions, so Goswami answered them in 1.4 to 90. Right? The whole. So again, the 4th chapter, they asked the 3 questions. Why Bhagavatam is compiled, birth and activities of Parikshit, and activities why Parikshit gave up everything. And then start the first verse. And the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam start with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Bhagavatam doesn't leave any ambiguity who is the Supreme Lord. See, other Puranas talk about how to live in this world, but Bhagavatam talks about how to go to the spiritual world. It has nothing material, it's everything very spiritual. And from beginning, it talks about who's the Supreme Lord, Vasudev, the son of Vasudev, Vasudev. And the Vasudev, the all-pervading Lord, is also called Vasudev, Shri Krishna. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, it doesn't leave any ambiguity. And how the Bhagavatam, it starts with Om Janmadiyasya yata nivatitarata chartesha vigyasara tene brahmhryadika vaimoyanti yasuraya tejo varitha vinimaheti sargo misha dhamna swayam sadaniraskuhakam satyam param dhimahi. So this is the first verse of Bhagavatam. It starts with Om Janmadiyasya yataha. And I talk about the Srimad Bhagavatam is a natural commentary to Vedanta Sutra. The Vedanta Sutra, what is the first to start with? Om Janmadi Yasya. It starts with Atato Brahm Vigyasa. I have taken a human form of life. Let me inquire who is God? Why am I suffering? And Srimad Bhagavatam again starts the same Om Janmadi Yasya. But before that, he said, who is that Om? Supreme Lord Vasudev, Shri Krishna. There. So this is so where Bhagavad Gita ends. That's where Srimad Bhagavatam starts. So Bhagavad Gita ends where Krishna telling Manmana Bhavato Madhyadi Mam Namaskuru Mameshratande Prajana Kurasme. Right? Sarvdharman Patate Mamekam Sharnamaja Aham Tam Sarpabhibhi Mokshashami Mashacha. And Bhagavatam started with this. That Supreme Lord Krishna is the source of everything. He is the one who gave knowledge to Brahma there. And that's what Srimad Bhagavatam starts with the first verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this is the first verse, what I recited. So this also talk about what is the subject of Srimad Bhagavatam. Subject of Srimad Bhagavatam is Sri Krishna himself, no other subject. O my Lord Shri Krishna, all pervading, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Janmadiyasya yatha. See, from if we want to understand science about God, then science about God is very properly given in Srimad Bhagavatam. There, like many times we have questioned, who created this world? Who created God? How God created this world? Right? We all have this question. Like scientists say, it had come from a big bang. But Bhagavatam doesn't talk about big bang. It talks about it came from the pores of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu was breathing, and from his breathing came all the universes. Right? And then he himself comes as Garbhodakshaya Vishnu in all the universes. And when he comes as a universes, then he came in the body, the Brahma comes from the body of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu manifests as Kshirodakshaya Vishnu in every atom in our heart. There. So this universe is nothing the body of the Lord himself. Om Janmadi Yasya Yatha Annavad Itaratas Chartheshu Vigyasurat. So Lord knows this universe directly, indirectly, right? He is directly, indirectly knower of all cosmic manifestation. Just like engineer, Prabhupada gives the example of an engineer. That you know our body, we know our body, right? Whatever happens to our body becomes known to the embodied. So creation, the body of the Lord. So whatever happens in the creation, Lord comes to know. If we are pinched anywhere in the body, immediately will come to know. So anywhere something wrong is happening in the creation, Lord comes to know. And Swarat, he's independent. Nobody in this world can say he's independent. Everybody is dependent on somebody. Even the devtas like Indra, Varuna, Chandra, Brahma, they're all dependent. But only one person is independent, completely independent, who doesn't depend on anybody is Sri Krishna. Madha Partanam Nanyat Kenchidasti Dhananjaya. Mai Sarvamidam Protam Sutre Mani Ganeva. There's no truth superior to me, everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. And who gave this knowledge first time? He gave this knowledge to Brahma, right? So Brahma is the one who received direct knowledge from Shri Krishna, from the Supreme Lord. So Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavai. And Lord did the first handshake with Brahmaji there. And even with Krishna's pastimes, even the demigods get bewildered. The demigods like Indra could not understand Krishna. Brahm Vimolila happened there. And always Lord resigned in his own abode. So I meditated upon Shri Krishna, Niyast Kuhakam. And this material world is a false representation of the spiritual world. So I meditate upon Shri Krishna, Satyam Param Dhimahi. I meditate upon it. So this the first verse I took in a shot since we have already a time. So the next week, Thursday, I'll continue the first chapter in this verse itself with a revision what we did. So today we just wanted to make a systematic what is Bhagavatam, what is the benefit we will get it, and what will happen. And now this time we are going to load the quiz, launch the quiz from here itself, right? So I will launch the quiz and you can continue and we'll continue with our question answers. So yeah, so your answers will be recorded here, but only I think you will need a login to your devices with your email ID. Then we'll record the quizzes. So this time we are doing a sample quiz. From next week we'll have a proper quiz. So you would have got it. But in the meanwhile, you're solving a quiz. I can take the questions and answers there, and we'll keep this quiz on. You can fill it for till 9:30. I think Vipin Pro will keep it on. In fact, Vipin Pro keep the
Yes,
Zoom
yes,
on.
Guruji.
Yeah, so they can do it. Okay. So question comes, if Bhagavatam is said to be the real food, then why did not Vyasadeva write it first? See, amazing thing, the best thing comes at the end. So Vyasadeva wanted to show that even writing all the scriptures is not satisfied to bring the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Vyasadeva, as he writes in the 5th chapter of the 1st canto, he thought that people may not be ready to take the glorification of God. Therefore, he gave a lot of ritualistic sacrifices. But Narada Muni says no. There is no point of giving so much of karma kand and things. Better directly give glorification of Supreme Lord. And Narada Muni gives his own example. So when we come to the 4th and 5th chapter of Bhagavatam, we'll discuss this in great depth. But why Bhagavatam came about the end. Okay, so some devotees want. Yeah, you can read Bhagavatam alongside with Bhagavad Gita, no problem. You can get a recording of that session. I think Vipin Prabhu you to contact. Yeah. Okay. So any other questions anyone has what we discussed today? Okay, Preksha.
Guruji, how come Parikshita Maharaja know that he is going to die in 7 days?
Oh, he was cursed by Shingi. He was cursed. He cursed that you will die in 7 days. And that time, Brahmanas were so powerful. If they curse somebody, that means it's going to happen. If they say something. Nowadays, doesn't happen. But those days, Brahmanas had that power. So he had that faith. It will happen. It happened also. So does that answer your question?
Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
Yeah. So when we come to the 19th chapter, we will learn about 18th and 19th chapter. Oh, everybody has to join individually to attend this poll. For many other places, glories of Bhagavatam is mentioned. Like Padma Puran is there, Skanda Puran is there. Even other Puranas are glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam more than themselves. And Bhagavatam himself is talking about it. Yeah. Okay, Hitendra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
That day you were telling that Duryodhan was fighting on the Danav's team.
Yes.
Means that Kali himself came and invited his team to fight against Krishna.
And the personality of Kali told him that you have come on our behalf. Even Duryodhana was not aware of it. So when Duryodhana was trying to fast till death, so that time the Kali took him. The Danvas took him to their abode and told them, Baba, you are going to fight on our behalf, and so better leading the Danvas on the demigod. It comes in Mahabharata, this incident.
Okay. Means कलयुग तो वहीं से स्टार्ट हो चुका था क्योंकि कली आ गया था, राइट? या कलयुग
No. This Kali is a king of the Nivat Kavachas. This Kali is the king of Nivat Kavachas who live in the Saptarian region.
this one is different from
Yeah, different from the Kali. Sandhya Devan, Sandhya. So that's what the Bhagavatam says. Means it is two separate instances of this and that. Yes, Hare Krishna Tarachan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Before I ask the question, गीता क्लास का सर्टिफिकेट मुझे नहीं मिला है, संध्या को मिल गया है. एक्चुअली मैंने क्विज अलग से सब बाद में किए थे. सेशन मैंने सारे अटेंड किए.
No problem. You can contact Vipin Bihari Vajeshpur, the admin in that. You will.
हाँ, उनको कैसे
I will
contact
you personally, Guruji. Post the session, I will contact you personally.
Yeah.
हाँ, please Guruji. Okay. My question is between these two conversations. One is Bhagavatam being talked by Sutta Goswami to Saunakadi Rishi, and other is Sukadeva Goswami telling it to Parikshit Maharaj. Which one happened first and which one happened later?
So first, Sukadeva Goswami narrated to Parikshit Maharaj. In that assembly, Sukadeva Goswami was sitting, and then Sukadeva Goswami narrated it to Saunakadi Rishi. So first, Sukadeva Goswami narrated to Parikshit Maharaj.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah, so question 4 and 5, how to match? There will be option to match there only in the quiz. There's a drop down feature, I think, if you see. What is different between Harikatha and Srimad Bhagavatam? There is no difference. It's one and the same thing. Bhagavatam is Harikatha only. Why Vyasa did not narrate Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj? Why his son narrated? Yeah, they wanted to empower Sukadeva Goswami because the parrot of Srimati Radharani, and he was a completely detached sage, Sukadeva Goswami. So even when we talk about second and third chapter, we'll discuss the glories of Sukadeva Goswami in more detail. And why Sukadeva Goswami was so detached, and that's why Sukadeva Goswami was given the chance to narrate Srimad Bhagavatam, and Sukadeva Goswami, being the parrot of Sri Krishna, was given this chance to narrate there. Okay, Prince Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I want a more clarification of Goswamis, how they come, who are they,
Who? Sukdev Goswami and Sukh Goswami. Yeah. So Sukdev Goswami is the son of Vyasdev. When he was there in the womb of his mother only, he did not want it to come out, thinking that Maya will catch him. And Krishna gave him assurance, come out, don't worry, Maya will not touch. So he came after 12 years of staying in his mother's womb. And the moment he came out, he ran away to jungle, saying Maya will catch me. He was already a liberated soul from child. Then Vyasdev sent woodcutters to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. When he heard these verses, Aho Bhakyam Stalkam Putam, so that time Sukdev Goswami came back to learn Bhagavatam from Vyasdev. And he was a completely Abhuta, Digambara. 10 directions were his clothes, right? So he lived. And then Parikshit, when he narrated, by recitation of Bhagavatam to Parikshit, Parikshit got delivered. This is the potency of Sukdev Goswami. Now, Sukh Goswami was sitting in that assembly, Sukdev Goswami, and Sukdev Goswami predicted the Sukh Goswami will narrate it to further sages. And then Sukh Goswami was chosen. And there's another history of Sukh Goswami which will tell further more. Okay. Yes, Thalashan from.
Prabhuji, one more question. You said so. We last time in Gita class we both joined from one phone. So now to do the quiz, we have to compulsorily join from two phones.
Yeah, it's better. We are trying some different way so it becomes easier for committing, but it has to be done at the time of the what you say when you're logging in. So we have to join from two devices to do the quiz with your email IDs. That will take.
So in the quiz, I saw somebody asked us. So if I'm doing from phone, that match question, I think third one, I guess, where you match. The description in the left column is not fully visible. So we can only read 4 words.
Vipin, can you see in your smartphone how is it coming? Because today we're trying a sample way of doing this quiz. So based on today's feedback, we'll further do it.
Yeah, I in the phone, I think that those long sentences are not visible.
So it's saying if you rotate the phone, you took the phone in a portrait mode, then it will.
I tried to rotate, but the quiz did not rotate with it. At least in my phone, it did not rotate.
Okay, so today we are not able to chant one round. We just have the introduction and thing. But from next time, we'll plan it properly, where we can have time for chanting one round. Probably we may do it earlier, before the class, one round chanting to this come, or we'll see. And the quiz, we'll plan it out so we can do all this together. So thank you so much. Yeah. So thank you very much for coming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
There. But still it will be on because you are doing the quiz. The Zoom will be there. We'll take Hare Krishna.